My name is Miriam, and I work with international trade for a very long time, nearly 15 years. I am absolutely in love with export, especially exporting Brazilian goods to the world. And I lived in Canada many years ago, and recently I lived for 2 years in Denmark. And it all started because when I was living in Denmark, in Copenhagen, I felt that there was a space for Brazilian goods. It wasn't that easy to find good Brazilian coffee, for example. And so it was the first start, the first flame to say, hey, I think there is a business opportunity here. And I will let Pachi tell about her, and then we complement each other.
Yeah, so my name is Patricia. We are from São Paulo, Brazil, and we are very close to Minas Gerais. That is the state of the producers of the greatest coffee of Brazil. And I have a lot of experience with international trade. So I have worked more than 18 years in multinational companies. I was responsible for some departments of taking care of the logistics and all the international trade. And after becoming a mom, we wanted to have more time for our families, more flexibility, and we decided to have to change our life from the business, the corporative business, and try to open our own company with our purpose and our meanings. So we try to bring our experience from all the working time we have with something that Brazil does very well, that is produce coffee.
So because we are smaller, so we have a straight contact with our producers and with our customers. So both ends can reach out to us at any day, anytime. And so this way we can really offer a full traceability of the coffee, because we go personally to the farms. We talk to the farmers to know everything that is going on. And so we are very straight and close to each end. So I think this is a big difference to the bigger companies.
So I think the answer is similar to what we said. For us, it's very important to know the producer. So we go to the farms. We like to see how, if they have good agriculture practices. This is very important, how they treat their employees and how they treat the nature. We really appreciate sustainable farms, organic coffees. So I think this way we can also bring more quality to the product and offer to our customers.
So our experience with one of the farmers that we sell their coffee is very special, and it reminds us why we do this job, because this farm is from a Japanese family, but they are from Brazil, but they have a Japanese background, and they used to produce potatoes in a traditional way, not organic, in the past. And then this guy, he had the opportunity to live in Japan. And when he came back to Brazil, he decided to do something different for a living. And then he told us that he wanted to kind of excuse himself with earth and just going 100% organic this time. And in the region where he lives is very good for coffee, which is Mantiqueira in Minas Gerais state, but it's a very well-known region in Brazil for the terroir, because the coffee produced there is very special, sweet, and very good. And then he said, you know what, I will do it organic or I won't do it, because I treated the earth very badly before, and I want to excuse myself this time and treat it the right way. So his coffee is just amazing. We had the opportunity to visit the farm. So he took us on his car and drove us around, showing how he grows each tree and explaining the process. And, with dogs around us.
And with his family.
With his family, we were so well received and welcomed in his house, with a table for us, with coffee, fresh coffee, for us to taste. So it was so special, and he is so proud of his work because it's really doing well, and he doesn't export yet. So we said, look, we really want the world to know your coffee, and he wants the same. So he's like, yeah, let's do this. And he's very happy to see his coffee going to the world. Well, it happens. Actually, it's happening now. And what happens is that everyone has to adjust and compromise, So it's the same for us. Our producers, they feel the impact of it, and we also. So what we do is to reduce our margins, try to negotiate better prices with all the chain involved. But absolutely, we are also flexible for that. And sometimes we need to also adjust from our side. I mean, financially speaking. I think specialty coffee is a small scale for itself. So it's complicated to talk about really large volumes. So our focus is the small roasters, because it's fine for us. We understand that they cannot buy a huge volume, but from our producer side, they do not have also a huge volume to sell of specialty coffee with 80 plus grade. When we talk about traditional coffee with lower grades, okay, we can do that. But for such high scores coffees, so we are talking about smaller volumes. And nowadays we are not applying a minimum order quantity. We usually offer from 10 bags up, but it happened to sell less. And, the thing is, when we are talking about smaller volumes, we have all the logistics costs, and they can be a little bit more concentrated. And in the end, the value of the coffee is a little bit higher because, when we are talking about bigger volumes, we can decrease that. But still, it's working, and our customers, they know that. So that's how we work. So for a roaster who's never worked with a broker before, so what we do is basically to give voice to small producers. So this is our main goal, to work with high quality coffee producers who do not export yet. And we want to be a good bridge between final customers and producers. And we give them voice. We tell their story, so the customers, they know what they are buying. Yeah, I think the first step would be reach out on WhatsApp, let's say, because here in Brazil, everybody uses WhatsApp all the time. So we are definitely on WhatsApp all the time as well. And also Instagram. Instagram nowadays is very big for us. So could be both, but also email or LinkedIn.
Yeah.